The Anvil Centurion anti-air aircraft vehicle is now available in Star Citizen Alpha 3.17.2. It's also on sale from $95, and if you buy without using store credit, you also get lifetime insurance. The vehicle is a shorter range counterpart to the Ballista, and it's built on the same frame, but focuses on large laser repeaters instead of missiles, giving it a huge amount of sustainability for anti-aircraft fire, but as I said, at a shorter distance. The vehicle is intended for 2 crew. The main manned turret has 4 size 4 laser repeaters. The driver has access to a single size 3 laser repeater as well. This vehicle is best used with a pair of crew, but can just have 1 crewman if you don't mind it being static. You sort of deploy it, then go to the main turret after driving it where you wanted it to go. There are a couple of special paints available as well during the sale, the Sandstorm and Ice Storm camo paints if you're interested. The vehicle is a focused anti-aircraft platform. It doesn't have great maneuverability or sort of like arc below the horizon of its turret, so you will have to go onto like angles or slopes to be able to shoot up at other targets, so it's not really suitable for like anti-troop or anti-ground armor fire. But it is very good at shooting aircraft that are overhead. We have had a bit of a Q&A about the vehicle as well, so let's go over what was answered there. What is the Centurion's speed compared to other ground vehicles that use the Anvil Atlas's platform, the Ballista and Spartan? Due to the higher mass of weaponry system and extra components, the Centurion is slightly slower than that of the Ballista. In the future, the Ballista will have the benefit of reduced mass when its ordnance is depleted, so will gain improved speed and handling when out of ammunition. As a close-range defensive ground vehicle, how is its radar emission compared to other Atlas platform vehicles? It has a slightly higher EMIR emission compared to the other platforms, due to the increased number of components necessary to power the default energy weapon loadout. In addition to the main anti-aircraft turret, does the Centurion have any other self-defense equipment like decoys or noise launchers? Any plans for that for the future? It does not have any additional self-defense equipment, nor is it planned to have any in the future. How well is it armoured and shielded against incoming fire from attacking fighters compared to other vehicles? It shares a lot of common DNA with the other Atlas platforms, and as such, is comparably armoured and shielded. How good are its radar range and scanning abilities when, for example, targeting stealth fighters at close range? As it shares a lot of components with the other Atlas platform vehicles, it's set up to detect vehicles at the same distances as those with the default components equipped. Will both turrets be able to move fast enough to keep enemy fighters on target even at short range? While we can't guarantee that due to the near infinite combination of factors such as the target ship, its distance and atmospheric density, the turret moves fast enough and with as much range as we can allow to keep its targets in sight. Will the Ballista, Centurion and other ground vehicles be able to share targets to optimise the transition between short and long range defence? The sharing of target data is a feature we plan to have in the future but will not be available at the vehicle's launch. Is the driver controlled front turret suitable for engaging ground targets at close proximity, or is it tilt angle primarily orientated for engaging aerial targets? Due to the position of the weapon, it is capable of engaging ground targets. However, at close range, sub 25 meters, it may struggle to hit them due to its height and fire arc. Does it offer armor lockers or weapon racks for the driver and main turret gunner? There are personal storage lockers and weapon racks for both crew members. What are the Centurion's advantages and disadvantages compared to other air defense vehicles like the Ballista or Tumbril Cyclone AA? Compared to the Ballista, it trades engagement range and alpha strike damage for sheer damage per second output at closer ranges. Compared to the Cyclone AA, it provides a much greater engagement distance and superior firepower. Do the turrets have a searchlight or other markers to help players visually detect enemy aircraft? No lights are equipped to the turrets by default. All identification is done by scanning and targeting. We are aware that remote turret views currently do not have MFD screens on them. This will be fixed in a future patch for all vehicles. Are the coolers powerful enough to allow sustained firing in extremely hot environments? The additional coolers equipped to the Centurion allow it to fire with its default loadout in a range of environments. Will the maximum number of shots limited by the weapon capacitor be higher than in comparable ship turrets to compensate for the lower mobility? Can I somehow reduce the weapon capacity limits or increase my fire rate? Adjusting the priority of the capacitors will adjust the number of shots the weapon has at the expense of other items controlled by the capacitor system. The number of shots the capacitor allows by default, like ships with turrets, is higher than normal, but not significantly different from those same turrets and ships. Can I exchange the turret lasers for other weaponry, such as ballistic cannons? Absolutely. Although naturally the trade-off for the increased damage and penetration of ballistic weapons is the finite ammo capacity. Boom! That's it for your update on the Anvil Centurion. I think we will be seeing NPCs using these vehicles in the future to defend points of interest and mission areas where there are no turrets. We'll probably see these in future dynamic events quite a lot, and I think they want them for Theatres of War whenever they start working on that again. At the moment, ground vehicles don't have a huge amount of function in-game, as most of the time ships are just a better option. That said, this may be changing in the not-too-distant future. But what do you think? Do you like the Centurion? Is it something you'd consider picking up? Remember, you will be able to purchase this in-game, probably in Alpha 3.18, but whatever your thoughts, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Have you picked one up? Are you going to be getting one? Are you going to be buying it in-game? Do you like Alpha 3.17.2? Have you found lots of uses for this vehicle there? Or meh, is it a ground vehicle and got very few uses at the moment?
Greetings, citizen. I am NordVPN Man, bringing the justice of cybersecurity to the world. I protect you from ads, trackers, and malware. I punched a guy so hard once with security features that I knocked him back in time. He was able to use the knowledge of the future to become incredibly rich and wealthy. He bought like 10 subscriptions to nordvpn.com/BoredGamer after that. Really smart guy. Another time, I prevented a hacker from snooping at your IP address by taking off his hands. You can't hack with no hands. Probably. Anyway, you should get NordVPN, otherwise the terrorists win.
Every month we have a giveaway. For July 2022, we're giving away a Hull A cargo hauler, as well as a Nomad multi-role freighter. That Nomad also comes with a hovercraft bike. So there's 2 lucky winners this month, and both of those packages contain access to Star Citizen. Comment on any of my videos during this month to be in for a chance of winning that, and check the description down below for more details. Please consider becoming a Patreon or channel member with the join button under my videos. This nets you a variety of exclusive extras, badges, influence on the channel and content and special videos, as well as helping us produce daily content. Thank you very much for watching. Please take care, and I'll see you in the verse.